All right. Ready to go?
Ready.
Let me go. And it's connecting to
Connecting
audio.
audio. Okay, bro. That don't make no goddamn sense.
No.
Making
What
all
you doing?
Huh?
What was that?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
come at bruh. And they cool
Doritos.
and they cool ranch. Yeah. Best flavor it is a Dorito. Cool ranch. Like checking to see if they stale or what.
No.
It got no sense, man. God dog.
What?
It got no sense.
What you talking about?
Talking about all the extra you doing. What I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. This is Tech Talk. Amigo was like face like what the fuck?
And they be sneezing, like in the middle of sneezing, and you just like,
I was like, welcome back. He's like, he looked at the screen like, what the fuck? God damn it. I ain't fucking ready. Huh? I know. Hold on. Ow. I can get the Alizé.
Alizé.
He gonna have to hurry do this meeting real fast.
Yeah, gotta be extra quick with it. She about to get lifted.
Hypnotic.
Yeah. Hypnotic. Reality. But we call it incredible.
Oh damn, she said the whole bottle. Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
oh.
gotta hurry up and finish this.
Like you know, this is my Incredible Hulk mix, ma'am.
Oh shit!
Right in there.
Yeah, she said, "Show your fuck." You gonna give up that? So you gonna give up that bottle? Yeah, she's gonna give it up.
Bottle, all right.
So you gonna give up that bottle? You gonna give it up?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, don't mind.
No time out. Tyler, know what
What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about?
What you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Don't play.
No, literally, what the fuck are y'all saying? I didn't hear nothing you said.
She just bogarted you for your
Yeah,
hypnotic. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't bogart nothing.
Yeah, she did.
Talking that noise, but she sure got that bottle and you ain't got it no more. So I'm just saying.
Because I let her.
Because they trying to get lifted. They trying to get
And
lifted. She said, "Give me
Yeah.
this bottle." And you was trying to argue with her. She was like, "Listen." She gave you the listen. Look it, Linda. Look it.
All right, whatever.
I'm just playing, man. Calm down. Calm down.
Welcome back. This is Tech Talk. I'm your host, Snake, with my other hosts.
Mingo D.
And the hammer.
And we are filling in for Ethan again. Eventually, he will be back. We're just going to hold down the fort. So,
gotta hold it down, baby. Gotta hold it down.
But it's going to not too much further ado. We're going to get into this Tech Talk. I'm going to go ahead and start it off since my news ain't much. I just wanted to let everybody know that basically if you are a Comicon fan, you go to Comicons, the Fan Expo Comicon that's in Dallas got rescheduled again, basically for COVID. So it was supposed to be in May this year, but now they moved it back to September.
Womp womp.
So it's going to be September 17th through the 19th in Dallas Convention Center. So that is 216 days, 15 hours, 20 minutes, and counting.
Wow.
They have a little clock thing on the website, but just want to let everybody know, cosplay that's kind of techie. So
it can be techy because they get complicated.
Yep.
See some awesome cosplay at Comic-Con. So
just want to let y'all know that, and I'll let one of them take it away. You want to do rock, paper, scissors? Who wants to go first?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let Mr. Mingo D go ahead and do his thing, and then I'll go last. I'll go last.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Mingo D Tech. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. It's prime time Mingo D. Invading everybody's life. I'm joking. All right. So, as you know, phones before. I think I might just do this trend of continuing doing phones. So, with that being said, there's been a leak. XDA. They're very, very good at doing like different leaks, especially leaks on like Google. And they have the Android 12 leak. Now, again, Google hasn't officially came out and said, hey, this is what we're planning to do, but this is what we have. So you can check it out on CNET and other on and actually Google this or whatever. But the first thing that's different with Android 12 is that they are finally getting an on-screen privacy indicators. So what that means is that on the top of the screen over there where it will show a camera icon that will say the camera's on, the camera's off, or that way it'll pretty much let you know if the camera's being used. So let's say if you're not sure if you left the camera app on or not, or whatever, you don't have to necessarily press the notification shade and go and see what apps you have running. It will let you know, hey, your camera's still on, it's still looking at you. You turn off. But not only that, it would also let you know other things being used, like your microphone and amongst other things. And it will be little icons you can turn them on and off. So I think that is very great. There's not more to it. The screenshot only showed the microphone and the camera, but that suggests that there might be more options. So just imagine it might let you know, hey, you're still on the phone or something, or maybe you still have that, or maybe you still got a text unfinished. I'm not necessarily sure, but privacy is the key here. So anything that can be invading your privacy, they will fix that. That'll be in the privacy indicator. Also, along with that, the privacy menu itself has also been fixed. It's actually a little bit more simpler. Instead of you having to go to the permission screen and find it where you can say, oh, can I turn these privacy, can I turn the camera and all these other things off for this app or that app per se, it's going to be a screen that you could, I think you can, based off what I'm reading here, you can find it right as soon as you go into the app or right in the notifications and settings. Don't quote me on that. Go look at the video yourself. But that's what I'm believing there. So, and they also, again, they have toggles, and Google says they want all of their apps to have a toggle on and off for camera and everything else for the permissions. So therefore, it doesn't matter if you're on the Google Play Store and a certain app says, oh, we need this permission. I think Google's Xing that out and giving you permission to turn it off. So technically, it'll still be on for permissions for that app, but you can turn it off or control how much they can use it. I think they're giving that option. So I think that's great. And also, speaking of the privacy and notifications, the notification screen has changed. The notification screen from based off of the leak is they're doing like what Samsung and I think iPhone and others are doing. They're making it to where you can use the phone. I keep doing this, where you can use the phone with one hand. So they're making the notifications bigger, the app, the little widgets per se, bigger and the screen a little bit more narrow to where they're bringing it down some. So you could just kind of in the middle of the screen pull down and then a notification will come down. That way you don't have to hold the phone and be like, or doing all that. You won't have to do that anymore. So I think that's really good, you know, because a lot of people still, no matter how big phones get, people still want to use them for one hand. It's in our nature. You know, I'm a short guy, so I have smaller hands, so I'm not like a 6'7" whatever with giant shack hands or whatnot. But you know, I still would like to use a phone with one hand, and I don't want to get a SE or anything like that. I'm a big guy. I need a big phone, so you know, whatever. Anyway, going along with that, the quick settings will be also integrated with the notifications. So you know how you have if you have an Android phone, for people who have Android phones.
Big guy.
Oh God, here we go. If you have notifications, if you have a notifications, if you know notification screen is usually you have the quick settings up here and you have all your notifications under here. So you have to so you can slide it down and they're separated. Well, now they're going to be together. I'm not, from the way it looked on the thing, it looked like you just pull the screen down and it's all on one little sheet instead of two different sheets. So that looks pretty cool. I think they're just trying to minimize minimize and make the look more minimalist. Yeah, that's the word. I'm gonna go with that.
That is the word.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. And then last but not least, well, there's two things. First, there's the widgets. The widgets have changed. Apparently, they're making their widgets like Facebook Messenger. They're going to be more pill shaped. So I know I've had this problem before. In fact, I have this problem now. I have the weather app on my phone, and the widget is either this big giant square or it's either this big long rectangle, and I can't manipulate it like I want to. It's stuck in that position, and I can't. It's a good widget, but I don't like it. Can't change the color, any of that. Turns out, looks like Android 12 is going to make them all pill shaped, like little small circles and ovals or whatnot, to where they'll fit better on the phone, because phones are very narrow or whatever. Even with the screens, to where you can place more widgets on the screen instead of the icon. So I'm actually excited about that. I want to see exactly how they're going to do that. I think that's going to be dope. And then last but not least, going along with the notifications, that is, they're going to make it. At this part, I'm not really so happy about. But like I said, Google hasn't officially said this is what they're doing. But based off the screenshots, they are trying to, looks like they're going to integrate all of their messaging, like WhatsApp or regular text messaging, in with Facebook Messenger. They're going to have it all to where when you get a text or everything, they're all going to come on the notification screen not necessarily the exact same way, but in the exact same format. So it can kind of, they're kind of be cohesive or in a cohesive feel. I'm not really excited about that because to me, that seems like it's taking away my freedoms. I kind of like my text messaging app over here. And if I want to use WhatsApp, or for my iPhone users, you want to use that iPhone thing, app, to where it tells you people are calling you or whatnot, which I think is weird. But I would like to have that over here. I would like to kind of have but apparently if they're doing that, I don't know, it takes some getting used to. But pretty much that's Android 12 leaked version. We'll still have to wait until May, I think, before they come out with an official Android 12. It'll probably be with whatever new phone is coming out, probably the OnePlus 9 Pro, probably the I'm not gonna say one of the India phones, but maybe maybe Google comes out with the Google 4 or 5 E thingy, where it's like a smaller version, but they put the new chip inside. Who knows? But it's coming out soon. Those are the leaked versions. Go look at it if you want to kind of get an idea. And that's all I got for tech. So, boom. Oh, well, I'm gonna give you one bonus. Apparently, there's a new social media app on iPhone, of all things. Yeah, I'm an Android guy. I mean, mostly.
We will not be. Don't be doing that.
Mostly, I'm a OnePlus and Google guy. I mean, I like Samsung a little bit, but they kind of broke my heart a couple times. I don't want to talk about it. But This new app is called Clubhouse. I'm not gonna go into it. They have plenty of videos online. Some people already have it. If you're an iPhone user and you want to get into a new social media app, go look at Clubhouse. Only thing I can say is that you will not be seen. What does that mean? Go check it out. So that's all I got for tech. And I'm gonna pass it over to Hammer so he can break down the walls with the sledgehammer and tell you how things go.
Well, while we're still on phones, like I do have a question as far as iPhones. Like, as far as why are the iPhone chargers, like, why aren't they called apple juice?
I hate you.
You know what? That's a marketing thing right there. Like, totally, you should see. This is one of those educational moments where that right there could actually work as far as marketing charges for iPhones. You could call your brand name Apple Juice, and it would actually work.
It probably would. You know, that really would.
It would totally work. People would buy it just because of, the marketing. The joke was funny, but now I'm not thinking about it like, that would be nifty to do. I don't know.
Get somebody funny on there and be like, how could you? I don't know. I don't want to think about commercials because I'll probably mess it up.
All right. So it won't take me too long to do what I got, but, it is worth talking about. So for those of you that have one of these things, like I have, this is an Apple Watch. It's inside of a, protective deal. The actual watch is just a little, just here, just what you get. This part you have to purchase separately. Well, apparently there is a wristband that is out that gives you the ability to have two cameras on your wrist, and the phone can be used as, or the watch, the face of the watch, back up, the face of the watch can be used to, I'm trying to get the glare off, can be used to display whatever you're pointing at with the camera from this deal. It's called Let me make sure I tell you right. I got it right here. Wristcam. And it's not it is kind of proprietary right now. They don't really have it for other devices all the way yet. So it's just for Apple Watches. But basically for, $300, if you want to pay $300, is $299.99. You get basically a holder for your Apple Watch, which, remember, it's just this, but it has two cameras on it. So now you don't have to hook the watch to your phone to try to get some kind of picture, because you really couldn't take pictures or really good pictures with the actual watch. What it would do is it would display whatever your phone saw. Whenever you sync the phone together, you can turn your camera app on here, and it activates the camera on the phone, and you could tell it to snap a picture. So I could set my phone over here, then I can go stand on the other side of the room, and I can snap the picture with my watch, and it'll take the picture, and I don't have to be right there with it. That's the function of it before. With this thing, it gives you actual cameras, and the camera that faces you is a 2 megapixel camera. The one that's the world facing camera is an 8 megapixel camera, and they have the ability of shooting 1080p super clear pictures, and it does video. It supports video. So basically, you have a device that fits on your wrist that you can walk around and take pictures and shoot video with right from your wrist. You don't have to pull out a phone. You don't have to pull out a tablet. You don't have to try to do all the extra. You can shoot it from right there on your wrist. Now, the gentleman that the company said that they have this, or they have the battery figured out to where they can use this thing in use. In use can be 8 consecutive hours in use, which is not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, if you're talking about I can walk around with the camera on, like video in, and I can, if I had 8 hours worth of stuff to record, I have 8 hours that I can record on one charge, which I think is pretty awesome. Now, again, I think the price is a little hefty. I'm a little cheap at times. You wouldn't believe that, since I got, Apple everything, but sometimes it's outlandish. But the fact that it gives you the ability to be able to take those pictures like that, I think is really, really, really neat. And you, like I said, you don't get 4K, but you can get, good quality 1080p pictures. And it has the selfie one, like I said, 2 megapixel selfie, 8 megapixel world facing. And I think it adds a lot of versatility. I was gonna get you guys' opinion on it because I really feel like it adds some versatility and it helps skip some steps sometimes. If you just need to get a quick picture, like a quick world picture, you can, just kind of put your wrist up, aim it, and boom, take a picture. And the picture won't look terrible. It looks good because it's 1080p. And, I just want to get y'all's opinion because to me personally, I think it's a pretty dope idea. I'm not paying, 300 for it. I can't. That's too steep for me. But if I was going to, this would be the logical choice for me. They're also saying that the same company, they are going to have integration where you can speak, you can talk through it. So just like I can talk from my Apple Watch. If somebody calls my phone, I can answer it and speak through this. Well, that is going to have the video function for video chat as well. And they're working on it to be able to function on an Android device and not just Apple devices. So that is a thing. They are looking into branching out. It's not going to be proprietary, but I do want to get y'all's opinion. Let me what y'all think about the fact that they're making it easier and easier to do everyday things without having to pull out a phone, without having to pull out this, without that. You could just put your wrist up and snap a picture. I mean, what do you guys think? How versatile do y'all feel like that is?
At the moment, I think that I think the price. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say that because for now it's tailored with an Apple product, and Apple knows how to. They know how to sell. They know how to market to where people will buy or whatever. And I say that because my son plays Fortnite. And he has an iPhone. He convinced me to get him one. So, but he plays Fortnite, and they get on the mics, just like how Snake is on his headset or whatever. He'll get on his headset, but but sometimes they like to talk noise. So they'll like to put the phone down and they can see each other, kind of like how we're doing Zoom on the FaceTime. They'll see each other, and he spends a lot of time. And sometimes he spends so much time on that FaceTime while he's playing other stuff that it start draining his battery. Now, I mean, of course, he doesn't have like an iPhone 11 or anything like that. He has the iPhone SE2, which still has a good chip, which still has the iPhone 11 chip, so it's very powerful. But it's a small phone, so it kills the battery. But the fact that he uses it a lot, that can change a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of parents saying, "Oh, I can keep my kid from draining the battery that way if I need to call them or whatever case." So they'll get that for the watch and the kid. And then also, since we're talking about using it gaming purposes, I could just see a lot of streamers using that and angles, probably having a camera set up here and one on their wrist. They're playing the game, and then the watch is like looking up, so you're seeing them go but it's kind of like they're like I don't know how it would be. It'd be weird looking, and they'll be all like that. I could just see that, and then it makes me wonder: are they going after GoPro? Because it's like, I could just see one of the first commercials for this thing, a dude jumping out of an airplane, and that's all you see, and they only on Apple. I could see something because they do that, right? That's how they market. And then even when it goes to Android, they're like, now on Android, and Samsung throws it in the water, and the dude, and I could just see that. So it's like, I don't know. I could see that as far as the purposes for it, it could definitely be consumer, but I definitely see it doing something like I said before, GoPro, definitely streaming, or whatever. I could see it having applications like that or whatever. So I don't know. I think it's a very nifty thing. Now I'm not sure how fast it'll catch on. I mean, it depends on how they market it, but it looks pretty dope.
You muted, sir.
Damn it. I'm saying I want one, but I don't have an iPhone, so I gotta wait.
Well,
I like it. I think it's dope. I mean, it's definitely for people that use like Snapchat all the time, Instagram, streamers, live streamers, and all those. It's definitely geared towards more so that because they would use it a lot more. You know, like anybody that does video blogs and stuff like that, they can just bam, it's right there on their wrist. They don't have to, because they're always holding their phone up to anyway. It's just right there on their wrist. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I think it was you who wanted an AI. Can you imagine? Like you pressing it and how may I help you, sir? And you're like,
you know what? It would be dope. What Mingo's talking about, and I'll go over real quick because I don't want to just go on and on and on. But what he's talking about is I had mentioned that I would love to design an AI like for my house, like basically not on the level of it, but a Jarvis. I think a Jarvis to help control my house would be dope. And we were talking about, you know, what would it be like to have like a custom made and created AI to control my
see,
house.
with that, like I think that Amazon or Alexa and everything just needs to. They need to give people the option to do their own, like in house. Like as soon as you open it up and the setup process, like give a like need to like you can pick a voice. You know you can do you can set it up how you want to set it up without, because most time with those you get it up connected, do a little bit of things, but for the most part there it's set in its ways, you know. Like so if they could come up with a way to where the user can set it up the way they want it, and besides what's already on there, you know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense.
That makes total sense. So you would have the basis, so you wouldn't be having to start all the way from scratch, but then have functions to where you can customize it to fit what you wanted to do at, you know, once you own it.
Yeah.
I got you. But yes, this is what Mingo was speaking of. I It's not an easy thing, but there are ways to do it to have simple, responsive AI in the house. And I really feel like I want to dabble into it. That's what he's kind of talking about.
Yeah.
The hardest part was to be the coding, but there's all kinds of stuff to help you with that. You can find it all over YouTube and Google and everywhere else. So who knows? We may get on here one day and I have developed a whole assistant for my house. Or not an assistant, because Siri is an assistant. I want artificial intelligence that I can talk back and forth. That's what I would like. But that's all I got. It's just, you know, just pipe dreaming a little bit, but it is an interesting thing. AI is a very interesting thing. You know, I don't know why anybody wouldn't, again, want a Jarvis. Or, you know, if Friday's your thing, a Friday, you know, if you like a chick. So that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and toss it on back over to good old Snake there and see what else he might want to talk about.
I mean, nothing. Basically, that is the end. We are out of time. So that would be do it for Tech Talk this week. Remember to go to YouTube, comment, like, then comment, subscribe, share. I don't care how you do it, just do all of it. Okay? Just
every bit of it. Every bit of it.
Go on Facebook, comment, talk to us. We need people to talk to. But if you know of some tech that's coming out, like let us know. What tech do y'all like? You know, like comment below. Let's get this conversation going. If you want to talk about some tech coming out, we'll put you in here with us. But again, that's it for this show, and we will catch y'all next week.
Peace.
Okay, bye.